Your thoughts on defensive performance, how you guys played against Mississippi State?
Well, I mean, I think that I'm pleased with the run game for the most part. He's hurt. Prescott's hurt a lot of people with his legs, and I thought we did a good job of constricting the rush lanes and the running game, especially on third down with some things. Most of the run game they tried was a perimeter run game. I thought we did a good job of playing the power read and some of the things that they did in the game. Disappointed with the touchdown pass, the busted coverage. Obviously, we have two guys that should reroute the vertical route of two. Neither one of them touched the guy, and we don't have a middle field safety. So, extremely disappointed with the first drive. We needed to start fast in our home stadium. Our fans were there; they were great, and we needed to start faster in that situation, especially with our offense taking 7 minutes off the clock to start the game. So I was frustrated with that. 3rd and 15, cover 2. We have an opportunity to get off the field in a long yard situation. Also flipping the field. They made a nice throw on the sideline on the 21-yarder on the comeback to 1. It's a good throw and catch. And then the 3rd down, I thought Carlton had it defended very well. Wilson's a tough matchup. Dak threw a nice ball in there, and so we're in position to make the play we need to make it. But overall, I thought we played hard. I thought we tackled much better. I think we had 6 missed tackles for the game. So that was an improvement from the week before, certainly. But again, we didn't do enough to win the game. We did a much better job on 3rd down in the second half. Very poor in the first half. So we have a lot to work on, and we'll continue to do so. We need to get more pressure on the quarterback. Struggled rushing 4 guys. A lot of their early down situations were 7-man protection, so it's going to be hard getting 4 there. But somebody's got to win in the rush for us, and that's something that we've struggled with in our first 4 games. So continue to work through that, but we didn't do enough to win the game.
Is Jeff Holland a guy that can help you more, you think, in that rush?
Yeah, he continues to do some good things. Jeff's got to play within the scheme and system what we're trying to do, and that's a little bit of an issue right now. But his effort's there. He's a talented guy. We've played a lot of young guys, and he's certainly a guy that we're excited about.
With that performance going forward, bolster some confidence after maybe losing some last week, you think, for your kids?
Well, there's no question it should give some more confidence and understanding playing within the scheme and system, what it can do for you. And I thought that was one of the things we did a really good job of executing the plan. We didn't want him to hurt us with his legs because he'd hurt so many people over the last 3 years of quarterback run game and scrambles and things. And I thought our guys did a really good job of constricting the pocket, and that's really a lot of the things we asked them to do. A very unselfish game plan for our defensive line to be able to play the way they played. So,
I'm sorry.
But again, we need to do the things we got to do to win the game. Let's get the ball off them one more time. Let's make another 3rd down stop. Let's create more momentum for our football team in the first half. Our offense was moving the ball, so those are things that I look at that we need to do a better job of.
Are you pleased with the changes you made on defense personnel-wise? Do you anticipate keeping those?
I don't know about keeping them, but yeah, I thought those, for the most part, that we got some better production.
Well, you get Carlton a lot of work last night, like we saw.
Yeah, he's a good football player. He's got length. Their receivers were bigger receivers. We needed to get our hands. We needed to move Blake to safety. He's our best safety right now. He's also our best nickel. So, but no, Carlton, I thought played well. Again, the ball and the touchdown was a heck of a throw and catch on their part. He's in position to make the play. I'll take my chances again. He's a good football player.
Were you surprised a little bit about how committed they were to throwing with Prescott and maybe not as running as much as they had in the past?
No, I think that they had a lot of run-pass options, and we weren't going to let him run the ball. So make him become a thrower and beat us throwing the football. He made some throws in the game that certainly helped their football team. We needed to make a couple more plays.
If Blake's the best safety right now, what do you plan to do with Rudy?
I'm not sure what we'll, as far as starting Saturday, I'm not really sure. We need to play better at the position. It's bottom line. We're not getting the production, and some of the things didn't show up as far as where we could have been beat. It didn't show up on the stat sheet, but certainly the next coordinator's watching them. So, and they will on down the line and go after us in those situations. We're not getting the play we need at that position.
How's Trey Williams doing after his injury?
He's going to be fine. He did not practice tonight, but we fully expect him back Tuesday. I think he'll be fine. Yep.
Just like he just banged his knee?
Yeah, he's going to be fine. We fully expect him back this week.
Let's talk about Denson inside the nickel. If Blake's there, how is he coming along at that nickel spot?
Jeremiah, we were a little soft on the perimeter early in the game. Disappointed with that, but I thought he played well. Again, he's seen a lot of things for the first time. He's a really good football player and just continues to improve and get better with every rep. He's very smart. very cerebral young man, and I'm very pleased with where he is in his progress. I wish we had been a little bit more firm on the perimeter there in the first half. At this point, especially the first drive, we got it cleaned up after that. But he is a heck of a football player. He's a very good corner, and a guy that can play nickel, and he's so smart he can play a lot of positions for us.
Well, you've been in similar situations, I guess, before. How do you keep a team, not just a defense, but a team, in a circumstance like this, to ignore the noise around them and keep focused on trying to get better?
Well, I think, again, you got to rely on the guys that within the football team that you can count on, that that are all in to what you're trying to do and what you're trying to do with the program and the side of the ball or whatever the case may be. And we have those guys on this football team, and you rely on those guys within the locker rooms. As a coach, you can't be around them all the time, but we're going to stay upbeat, we're going to stay positive, and continue to improve the team. And that's the message from Coach Miles on all the way down to everybody in the organization. It's about improvement, and we did make improvement from the last game to this game. Did not get the results, and that's the bottom line. It's a bottom line profession. You got to get the results, and so certainly are going to do everything in our power. You go back and look at it. What can I do better? Now that's always my question for the players, and I pose the same question for myself. What can I do better this week? Because obviously what I did last week wasn't good enough. So we got to change some things up. We got to pay more attention to detail in what we do and how we do it and how we approach our work, and change some things up and get better and improve. And so you pose it to yourself as a coach first of all, then you go back to the players and you get them to ask themselves. And a lot of the guys have certainly in the meeting we had today I thought were very good.
What did you see out of linebacker on Saturday? Did you see progression? Did you see better communication?
No, I thought better. I thought we were better positioned. I thought we aligned better. Eye control was better. I thought we played blocks in the core better. So I thought we addressed blocks in the core, which was a positive. So again, I think that we did some better things. Nothing that was outstanding. There wasn't much in the run game. I thought we fit pretty well.
Some initial look at San Jose State, where obviously their running backs come out with a 300-yard performance. Just what are your impressions of that team?
Just watched a little bit of them today. Of course, I know Al Borges very well, and they'll be a well-coached football team. Al always believes in the power play, the one-back and two-back power, a lot of motion and shift, window dressing. And certainly, watching the running back today, the little I watched was he's a very good back, very quick, got some vertical speed. Al will incorporate all the wheel routes and the different stuff involved with that, so we'll have to be good on the edges of the defense. He'll be an inside zone stretch team as well. So those are all things that we're going to have to really dial in on. Again, I don't feel comfortable commenting much past that. I haven't watched them enough at this time.
Well, you talk about kind of playing firmer on the edge. Is that a matter for those young guys of just kind of trusting themselves the more experience they get?
I think, again, just understanding where your help is in the defense based on the call. And sometimes, we got to understand where our run force is and where we're supposed to be positioned on the blocker. And, I think that helps you play a little faster. Again, a lot of this is a first for a lot of them. So, they're kind of guiding through a little bit, and they need to understand better about where our run force is, where they fit on the run, where our free runners are, and understand that. And I think, the more reps we're going to get, the better we're going to get.
When you coach with the eye like you coach with Al, do you have to do anything to say, okay, if I give this look, he's going to know what I'm going to do? Do you have to try to do something different?
Well, it's been a long time. It's been 2007, so that's and we haven't faced each other since then. But Al's a really good football coach. He does a really good job, motions and shifts, and giving you some formations. You've got to be able to leverage the formations well. He's going to give you some different looks each week going into it, so you got to be able to handle all the different stuff that they're going to do. And they get to the same concepts in the run and the pass game from a lot of different looks. So those are things you got to be able to handle. But I think a lot of that is a little too overrated. At the end of the day, they got 11 on the field and we got 11 on the field, and our guys need to go execute.
Did you feel like your guys were kind of eager to engage last night? They were ready to kind of...
I do. I think that they were, obviously embarrassed from the previous week, and we understand, the standard we're going to play here. And that's, I was unacceptable in Baton Rouge. It starts with me and ends with me. So our guys, we needed to do more to win the game.
Will, I want to ask you a little off topic, but how important is defensive line recruiting for you guys, especially in this upcoming class 2016?
It's important every year. You can't have enough big guys in this league. This league has changed in the last, probably 5 or 6 years. I don't know, 5 or 6, probably 3 to 5 years. And you got to have pass rushers. You got to have guys that can win on the edge. But you got to have guys that can push the pocket. And in the passing game nowadays, the ball's out so quick. Your edge rusher's helping you on third down when it's a 3rd and 7+ situation. The quarterback's got to hold on to the ball because of the route distribution. So it's important to get guys that can push the pocket inside, and the guys can't step up in the passing lanes because the ball's out so quick, in the early downs especially. So, no, it's critical every year to be able to sign enough guys when you got depth and the heat, especially early in the year. Guys run out of gas. The most exerting thing you do as a player is pass rush.
And with your depth issues this year on the D-line, you've got to get some guys in the 16 class to come and play right away.
There ain't no doubt. I've told them all. They're gonna play. You come to Auburn, play quick. Put that in your article.
Yes, sir.